Hi, my name is Shai Siddiqui and I am the student of IEP Bridging Program. And as part of my program, I have to write, I have to say something about my self-reflection, where I worked previously, about my home country and about Canada. So I'm from Pakistan. I worked in Pakistan as well, in Saudi Arabia for a few years, and now I'm working here in Canada. So let's talk about Pakistan. Since I was born and brought up in Pakistan, and that country is generally there are not many expats who are working there. So people generally know about the cultural values and norms they have, how to interact with people, how to say something to some specific set of people or group of people or different religions. So the norms and the cultures are governed uh, by certain values which everybody knows. And I was being brought up in that kind of environment. When I moved from Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, which is entirely a different part of the world, and where values, culture, and norms are totally different. There, you can find people from across the globe. Let's say, for example, people from West, people from Middle East, people from Asian countries, people from Far East. There are a lot of people are there, and there you need to interact with other people as well. But the difference between you can say Saudi compared to Pakistan is it is strictly governed by some local laws and legislation. The government influence is too high, and you have to abide by this, and you have to follow those rules. And while even you suppose if you are at a mall, you need to follow certain guidelines which are set by the government, which you can maybe you can do in Pakistan, but you cannot do in Saudi. Similarly, even at workplaces, there are certain things which are not acceptable uh, in Saudi at all. Let's say in Pakistan, there are certain you can say policies which are like you have to be like you can be open, you can have different parties, you can have have gatherings with for male and female. But in Saudi, you cannot even think of these things because the norms and cultures are totally different. Male and females have like in office work environment is totally different compared to what was back in Pakistan. So now I can compare both the countries when I land here in Canada. It's again, it was a big move. It was a big change for me, both culturally, environmentally, and in terms of the norms here people are following. Because if you see in Canada, we there are you can find people from every part of the world, people from different languages, different cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicity. I mean, you just name it and you can find it. So here we have to be more, you can say, in a way that we should learn more about people, how to interact with people, how to communicate with people, what to say and what not to say. Because here we have different sort of with different type of people who has got different experiences, and accordingly everybody is cautious about to say something about any specific group or group of people, or because everyone has their own rights as well, and you just cannot discriminate. For example, here if you talk about discrimination, it's a big issue. I mean, it is a big concern. You cannot just discriminate people on basis of certain things. Similarly, maybe it is not, maybe compared to Saudi discrimination, they are not very much high on that. But here, yes, you cannot discriminate people. In Pakistan also, because you are governed by certain things which are like in depth in you can say in the DNA. Here, if you see people, even local people, the Canadian people and the immigrants, we both know that here what we are supposed, we have a freedom of, I mean, we can say something, but again, we know what to say at what time and how to say it. Secondly, through this IEP bridging program, I got to know a lot about communication style, the culture, the work environment, how things work here. Although we have got loads of experience from back countries, but again, here I learned a lot about how the business work. I'm working in the company. I'm interacting with people. Even you need to you need to learn how to greet and how to respond back if someone is greeting you hello or hi. Even maybe back in like in Saudi and Pakistan, maybe it's a totally different way of greeting people. Or maybe even if you are working at some place, how your body language should be. But maybe in Saudi, your body language plays a very important role, or maybe people may take offensive as well. But here also you need to see how to react, and that is how we can able to manage ourselves and uh, respond back accordingly. So my learning is all three different countries, three different cultures, different values, but me or us, we have to adapt ourselves as per the local norms, practices, cultural values, and most of the time, people whom we will going to interact. Because end of the day, it is you who will going to interact with someone. It is who you will going to talk to some other person, and it should be in a way that it should not offend anyone, it should not hurt anyone, and it should be in a proper way. Thank you so much. These are my views about my this is my self-reflection about Canada and my past countries where I have worked and lived. Thank you so much.